Hello everybody, it's James here from the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, August 24th, 2022, and this is the weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I buy comic books. I get them for myself, I get them for my kids, I get them at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio. Zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comic books, check out that comic shop. And while you're over there, check out the toy department. Let's jump in. So we've got some new comics in here, and then we've got a book from my bookshelves. I'm not going to say the disclaimer of just being DC from here on out, because, I go through different reading moods. DC is always the number one comic company for me because there's so many old books that I loved from DC. But I do read other things from my shelves too. So I'll continue on with this theme where I pull a book off the shelves that's of older comics, because I think most of the current comics, especially from the mainstream big two companies, aren't very good. I'll pull a book off my shelves that's old comics. I'll talk about that book, and I'll leave a link in the info section to check it on Amazon. Maybe it'll be available. Maybe it'll be a digital version. Who knows? No, your screen is not upside down. It's just this pattern of these things goes every which way on this fabric. My wife made me this bag, in case anybody's new to the channel, for my comics. So it's got this print that's the original Impel Marvel Superhero Trading Cards, and it's a bag for comics. Okay, so let's jump in. This is a book from, I think it was last week, and I didn't even open it. Usually I'll open these to flip through them, but I didn't open this one, so you're just going to have to assume that you like the inside for some reason or something. This is $4.99. I got this for Keaton because he didn't have any books this week, and I had it sitting in the stack. Anyway, this is Fortnite, Zero War. Christus Gage writes it, who's a decent writer. This is issue 3, and there's a digital code inside for some kind of download thing. At least on these, it tells you in this little tiny blurb that there is. But sorry, guys, I forgot to open it beforehand, and it's too hard to open it behind the camera. Now we're on to new stuff. So this one came in today. This is Dark Horse Star Wars Hyperspace Stories. And I think this is the first of the new Dark Horse, kiddie version comics. For a while there, IDW was doing the kiddie Disney Star Wars comics. Now there's Dark Horse doing Star Wars again, doing the kiddie Star Wars comics. So I got this for Gracie, because I thought it'd be kind of fun for her. This is written by Amanda Diebert and illustrated by Lucas Marangon, and this retailed at $3.99, in case I didn't say that. It's just kind of fun to see Dark Horse doing Star Wars again. She did watch Obi-Wan, she watched Mandalorian, so she knows of Star Wars, she knows the Star Wars characters. So she'll know Obi-Wan, she'll know Anakin, she'll probably know Yoda and General Grievous and all that stuff. So this will be fun. This looks like a fun comic. It reminds me of old Dark Horse Star Wars comics, especially the ones that are more oriented towards a younger audience. That's cool. It's good to see Dark Horse getting Star Wars back in at least some capacity. This one is for Blaze. Batman the White Knight presents Red Hood Book 2. We got Shriek on the cover. That's kind of fun. This is DC Black Label. It retails at $4.99. There were 2 covers. I went with this one. I thought it was the cooler looking of the 2. The other one has this female Robin, I guess it's a female Robin on the other cover. Who's doing the art on this? Let's see. Sean Murphy does story and cover. Clay McCormick does script. George Combates does art for pages 1 through 20, and then Simone DeMio 21 through 24. I don't know much about the White Knight universe, but I know Blaze really digs it. That's all I really know about it, is that he's a big fan of it. So he continually says, well, if there's a White Knight book, I always want that. So Sean Gordon Murphy's doing something right. And then the last new book for today is actually not this one, but this one. Turtles, The Armageddon Game, Opening Moves, number 2. There's been so much going on with Turtles announcements for IDW, with the Last Ronin sequel and the prequel. And then there was that Free Comic Day thing with the White Mask Turtles. I do love reading Turtles, as you're going to find out something in a second here. So I grabbed this. Even though I'm way far behind on the IDW series, I do have all of those complete collection hardcovers. I just got volume 15, was it? I think, volume 15. I need to get caught up, though. I really need to read the whole series, because I remember really liking it at first. And I don't know why I trailed off on it. But I have all those hardcovers just sitting there waiting for me to get caught up. I don't have a ton of time, and I read a lot of different stuff. So I need to get caught up. But this cover really intrigued me. I was like, that's a cool looking cover, man. And so then I went back and looked for the first issue, and it's got a cool cover too. It's got the creepy guy in the back with all the villains. So I went back and grabbed the first one, and I have the second one. I'm going to kind of flip through a little bit here. I won't know what's going on. It looks like neutrinos are in it. Leatherhead's in it. I'm so far behind, though, that I don't know what the deal is. But I just wanted to grab these. I just felt like I should get these. Why not get these? Yeah. I mean, they look cool. It looks cool. Hopefully I'll be able to get caught up, and then this will make sense to me. But speaking of turtles and hardcovers, today I grabbed one of the IDW Turtles Ultimate Collections. This is Turtles, the Ultimate Collection Volume 1, which is an oversized hardcover reprint of the Eastman and Laird books of the original Ninja Turtles Volume 1 run. This is how oversized it is. That's an average comic, and that's it behind it. So they did 6 volumes of this Turtles Ultimate Collection, and no, it does not reprint everything from the original Mirage run. It only reprints the Eastman and Laird stuff. And they're kind of like, they jump around in order a little bit after a while because Eastman and Laird's work on the book kind of jumped around a little bit. But they make sense as you read them. That's the one thing is they haven't done like a really consistent, IDW hasn't done a consistent reprint of all the original Mirage series, like Volume 1 of Turtles, or Volume 2 of Turtles, or that one that was just Laird, which I think was Volume 4 of Turtles. They've done nothing with that. But if you want to get into the original Eastman and Laird Ninja Turtles, and you want to get it in a nice version, these Ultimate Collections are awesome. They're big, oversized hardcovers. They retail, I want to say, at $50 each. I can't see the retail price on this one. For some reason, it's not on there. I think it was $50 originally. This is the black and white variant cover, so that might be why. But you get reprints of of a bunch of the series in here. Let's see. Every one of the early issues. Well, so this book has got 1, 2, 3, and then Raphael one shot, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get 8 books in this book. And they're all reprinted really nicely. They're the original black and white versions, not the colorized reprints they did. And then after each issue, you get sort of a director's commentary type of deal. With Kevin Eastman on one side and Peter Laird on the other. His is done in green ink and Kevin Eastman's is done in black ink. And they talk about each issue afterwards, like, you know, what they were thinking about when they wrote it, certain panels they really liked. Just really cool. These books are really, really cool. I'm sorry, I can't find that cost. It's probably because it was a variant. So there were these this is the black and white cover. I have the black and white covers with all the 6 volumes. And then there was a colorized cover, which still has a lot of black and white elements, but there's some color on them. I know that some of them are out of print now. I don't know which ones. I'll leave a link in the info section to like I said, Amazon to see if it's available on there. There probably is a digital version. And I know there were trade paperbacks that are Ultimate Collection as well, which probably have the same content, but I don't know off the top of my head for sure. I think that they are. I'm almost positive they are. And that might be a better route for you to go. They're probably more available than these deluxes are. But if you really like a nice presentation of these stories, these Ultimate Collections are pretty awesome. I know they're doing a new thing called the Compendium. There's a Compendium that just got solicited. And I don't know how many issues that contains or what the quality on that's like, but it's like $150. I don't need that. I have this, and I have the artist edition of number 1. And then I have the old Mirage trade paperbacks of everything, which some of those have books that aren't in the Ultimate Collections because they're not Eastman and Laird helmed ones. So that's all long-winded. That was a lot. There is a volume 7 that was solicited of this book that was going to have like the reprints of covers and stuff like that, like all the second print, third print, all the variant covers. And it got canceled by IDW, but now that IDW is publishing through Penguin Random House, it's gone back up for solicitation and coming out in January. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, that is it for this week. If you like comics, leave a comment down below. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe, notify. Talk to you guys soon. I hope to do another toy review later today. We'll see how it goes. Take it easy.